So anyway, we've got this right here. This is the first thing I wanted to talk about is fresh start realms with WoW Classic. So Wrath Classic. So if anybody doesn't know, Wrath of the Lich King is coming out. Why is that? Because of money. Blizzard is going to release Wrath of the Lich King and make money off of it. And so what does that mean? They are adding in fresh start realms with WoW Classic. And I'll read through a little bit of this. I'm sorry I'm a couple of days late with this news. I've been a little bit lazy, but it is what it is. So, launch Wrath Classic and open fresh start servers, fulfilling a request from players for a long time. We expect there to be a lot of new Classic players joining us for the first time. Some may be concerned they'll feel behind. Fresh start realms should give those players a chance to feel as though they're on an even playing field with everyone else. These realms will be Wrath of the Lich King Classic realms from day one, so whenever they launch, they'll have all the talent trees, player abilities, and coming Wrath of the Lich King talents. For at least 90 days, you'll be allowed to boost a character, or you can't boost a character. For 90 days, you can't transfer over there, and you can't have a Death Knight on there at level 55 unless you already have a 55 on there. Anyway, so basically, Blizzard is adding in fresh start servers. I'm sorry to say, I am not excited about this. Am I crazy? I mean, there's a blue update to the 90 days. Yeah, they said they might make it longer. Is that right? Yeah, they'll have the Encourage gates open, and so, yeah, there's not going to be, like, a big rush for that or anything else. I'm not excited either. Yeah, it's just, like, why? The thing to me is, like, why would I get excited about Wrath Fresh Start? I mean, I'm just going to be leveling up again and then just doing Wrath of the Lich King content. That's what it is, isn't it? Yeah, you know, like, that's what it is. And it's like, no boost or transfer? Who cares? Who gives a shit? Like, it's like, what is that? Like, it's going to stop me from playing the game? There's no way. Hardcore players are excited. Yes, and I think that these fresh servers will go the exact same way as Season of Mastery. I think that there is no real reason for a average player to go over and play on this server over the server that they already had. It's just, there's no reason for it to happen. No transfers, different economy. So it's not going to be that different of an economy. And like, also, if you're buying and selling materials, your gold that you're buying and receiving is scaled to the economy because you're still selling the same stuff, right? So it's like inflation. If you're buying something for $1 or $100, it's effectively the same if everything else in the world is priced accordingly. You see kind of what I'm saying? And so that's what it is. No booster transfer would be great if it happened in, let's say, Cata. That's it. Yeah, it's economics. That's the way that it works. After 90 days, it won't matter anymore. Well, I don't think it's going to matter at all. The fact is, people are still going to be botting. Like, if I was a botter, or I owned a botnet, what would I do? Well, I would 100% start making characters on this realm. Yeah, I would 100% start making characters on this realm and having bots on this realm, because this is where the most people are going to buy gold. Yeah, that's it. That's where everybody is going to buy gold. It's just that simple. And your take on the economy works if you take out supply and demand completely? No, it works perfectly. I understand it better than a lot of people that are... If you're disagreeing with me on this, you just don't understand economics. Listen, the only exception to that are raw gold farms that do not scale with economy. But everything else scales exactly with economy. People that get mad and think like, oh my god, like, you know, there are these GDKPs and people are spending like millions of gold, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, then just don't join one. Is this ruining your game? That like some other dipshit has a lot of gold on the server? What is it? How does this really affect you? It doesn't. It's people in the classic WoW that are trying to make mountains out of molehills and trying to create these little differences about how, oh, it's not as perfect as they want it to be. The fact is that why would somebody re-roll on a classic Wrath server just so they can level up 1 through 60, 1 through 70, 1 through 80, and then do the exact same thing? All they're really signing up to do is level up again. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, I don't know. It shouldn't be meant for new players. I mean, I don't know who it is meant for. Like, I just view this as the same as, what do you call it? I view this as the same as, fucking Season of Mastery, where they remade classic fresh servers and then they immediately died because nobody really wanted to go through and spend all that time leveling characters again. It's one of these ideas, I think, that, like, people get, like, really excited whenever they hear the idea. And like I did too, I got excited whenever I heard the idea. And then you think about it for 3 or 4 seconds and you're level 17 and you realize you've got like 2 more weeks of leveling and you think to yourself, you know, I'm just going to play my 70. Like, I think that's what's going to happen with most people, because that's exactly what happened with Season of Mastery. For a lot of people, the game dies at max level. The only thing left to do is raid log. Well, if that's really true, then why did Season of Mastery die before 99% of people hit 60? I'll tell you why. It's because it's not true. People say that. They're like, oh yeah, this is really how it is, but that's not what they do. And it's proven every single fucking time. Like, yeah, you think you do, but you don't. Well, it didn't happen. No, it did. Season of Mastery fucking died so fast. It was dead. It's absolutely brutal. It hit 60 in Season of Mastery. Some people did, absolutely. But the majority of people did not. People like fresh start in all games. People don't like feeling behind. All right, well, if people like fresh start in all games, I don't think that's necessarily true, because again, you can look at Season of Mastery. Season of Mastery was a fresh start of the exact same game, and it didn't work out. Nobody gave a shit about it. So yeah, Season of Mastery is still not dead. It's dead. It's dead. You just give it up, man. Just give it up. You know, Season of Mastery is still going. It has more players than Nostalrius did. I have no idea, but I would be amazed if more than, 15,000 people are actively playing on Season of Mastery. I think it's not less. Leveling is the best part of Classic WoW. Well, okay, so I don't know why people are saying this. Why are people saying leveling is the best part of Classic WoW whenever they literally had to reinvent the entire rules of the game because people were paying exorbitant amounts of golds to skip it? And then whenever they had another server where you couldn't skip it, the server lost all of its players in like a month. It's not true. Like, it's just, like, you could say I like it, but these are just not what the numbers reflect. And that's all there is to it. Somebody said it in chat, leveling is fun once. I totally fucking agree. Abso-fucking-lutely, man. And so, yeah. And no one wants to have half their progress reset every expansion. Stop being delusional. Yeah, I think that there will be some people that will play on these new fresh start realms. If I had a group of friends to play with and it started earlier and I could start at the same time at level 80 with like everybody else, maybe I'd do it. But like, it's just not really something I want to invest my time into. It's boring. It's just rehash content over and over and over. And there's nothing unique or special or new to it, right? And killing princess is hilarious every time. Yeah, and then you log off. Some people love leveling, but not enough to constitute a completely new realm setup for them. Yeah, I think that's the way that a lot of people would say. Most fun I had is leveling back in 2019 with Classic Refresh launch. Yeah, but the difference is that was your first time doing it in 15 years. You just did it a few years ago. Most people aren't ready to do it again. I could be wrong, and these new fresh start realms could be super popular. I think that these realms would get, I think that these realms will have a lot of players on them initially. Now, what's going to happen? Are people going to actually go and level all the way through? What I'm expecting is going to happen is that a lot of people are going to play on this realm on like the first few days, and then they're going to see how long leveling is going to take, and then they'll go back to their BC realm and then just level into Wrath of the Lich King because they'll feel like they're missing out on like not being in Northrend with all the other people. Yeah, and so I think that's what's going to happen. And that's pretty much what happened with Season of Mastery is like, everybody was really into it for like a week or two, and then everybody started dropping off because it was like, oh, this is just the same stuff that we've been doing. It's like when your friends want to level an alt with you, they get all excited, then you get to level 23 and get bored. Yeah, that's just about fucking right. And what's this here? The main good thing about the realms is all the gold resets and no one is ahead. But no one's ahead of you anyway. Like, that's what you don't understand. Like, if somebody has 1 million gold in World of Warcraft, they can still only run Naxxramas once. They can only run it once. They can't run it 15 times. You can't buy resets. This isn't Diablo Immortal where you can buy crests for 10,000 gold and get more gear. They can buy all the gear. Yeah, well, can't somebody do that? Yeah, the alts and GDKP, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. The content is a joke. It's super easy. You're not going to have any advantage. They're not going to have any advantage over you. You're going to be clearing Nax. They're going to be clearing Nax. Everybody's going to be clearing Nax, man. In terms of flying mounts and shit. Bro, like, what is this? Like, guys, please stop trying to recapture something that was lost 10 years ago. Please stop. Like, it's fucking over. There's never gonna be a prestige with having epic flying mount again. There's never gonna be a prestige to having epic mount again. It's not gonna happen because there was no real prestige in the first place. It was just fucking grinding. It was just, you just grinded this for like fucking a month and you got it. This is not something impressive. It's only impressive because it's like basically a bunch of people that are young that don't understand the game place value in it. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer. I'm not trying to be an asshole. But I just do it naturally, to be honest. Fact is that it's not impressive. It was annoying. Exactly. It's not prestige. It'll literally be a disadvantage if they don't have flying and everyone else does. They're gonna be at a disadvantage. What is this disadvantage? That it's gonna take you more time to fucking get to level 80? You're gonna have to maybe spend more time in Zul Drak? Come on, like, it's just, like, what do you mean? It's just, dude, of course it's a huge disadvantage. No, it's really not. It's not a big fucking deal. Like, Wrath is just, people are not gonna be going around. There's not a huge reason to go out and do world PvP. Yes, it might take you an extra day to level. So I don't think a solution to it taking you an extra day to level is taking an extra month to level. Like, this just doesn't, this does not appeal to me. I don't, and again, maybe this is me not understanding. And let's be honest, with a lot of this classic stuff, that's absolutely what it is. I see no value in this. I see literally no value this adds. I see no audience this is really appealing to, except for people that are trying to relive a nostalgia feeling of like, oh, it's the brand new server with everybody leveling up together again. I think we had that with Season of Mastery, and it died off faster than it started. That's it. And so, yeah, it just adds no real value. I understand that some people are excited for it. And I'm happy for the people that want to play on a new fresh start realm and have fun and try to have that experience again. I just think people are trying to reanimate an undead dragon, ride it over and over and over again, and then pretend like it's a brand new experience. Guys, Wrath of the Lich King happened. Classic WoW happened twice. It's time to move on. Stop trying to think and hope that, like, oh my god, the game is going to be this, I want it to be the way it used to be. It will never be the way it used to be because you will never be the way it used to be. The world will never be the way it used to be. Everything is different except for the game, and that makes the game different too. That's the way I'm saying it. Please, like, this is why I see this with other MMOs, etc. Stop fucking trying to be the last good MMO. Be the next good MMO. Stop fucking thinking about the past. There were a lot of great things about the past, but it's about extracting the essence of what made those things great and not recreating them at a one-to-one scale. That's what it comes down to. I see this constantly, and it's very frustrating for me. It's actually depressing. It's not depressing. It's the opposite of depressing. What's depressing is leveling in Westfall for the 17th time and saying, I remember this journey. That's fucking depressing. What's not depressing is braving a new adventure with your fucking friends, going into an unknown world that nobody knows anything about, and then making a name for yourself in a new world that's a complete unknown. That's what's fucking exciting. That's what's fucking fun. I don't give a shit about doing this again. I did it twice. I've been there. A new world? Yes. And like, that's why Lost Ark was fun at the beginning. New World was fun at the beginning. WoW was fun at the beginning. Season of Mastery was fun at the beginning. Why is that? It's because you are exploring a new world. You are a stranger in a strange land, and you're making your way in the world. And that, to me, is the quintessential RPG MMO experience. That is the essence of what I want to have. And I can't get that with a re-release. I can't get that. Like, the next time I'm gonna get that might be Ashes of Creation. It might be the Riot MMO. But the fact is that the way that media works now, everybody's gonna have fucking everything data mined, figured out before the game even comes out. So I just hope that we have games like Final Fantasy that I can play, that whenever new content comes out, it can truly be a new experience. Because I feel like people have completely forgot about that. It's deep in here. It's actually like, I think that there are a lot of people, it's almost like this is a reflection of a feeling that the gaming community wants. Is because what are people really saying that they want whenever they're asking for like Fresh Start Realms back in Classic and things like that? Well, I'll tell you what I think a lot of them are wanting. They want a new place, a new game that is free from the conventions and the features that make modern gaming soulless. They're tired of playing with a cash shop. They're tired of having a battle pass. They're tired of seeing a, like fucking RMT. They're tired of seeing, oh, that's a cosmetic transaction because I watched the event on Twitch. Like, people are tired of seeing this shit. And you know what? They go back and they play these old games. And I'm happy for them. But it's not the same. It's just simply not the fucking same. And fuck it, do a Classic Warcraft on Fresh, anything new? I think that Blizzard, I want them to keep making WoW, but I think Blizzard needs to make WoW 2. To be honest with you, I think Blizzard needs to make WoW 2. I'm sick of 500 mounts, 1,000 pets, 200 titles, 7,000 transmog pieces, fucking 800 different raids, 17 different dungeons. I'm fucking tired of it. It's boring, it's old, it's played out, and yes, I'm excited for Dragonflight. I hope it's gonna be good. What they've said about it seems like they're on the right path. However, it will never recapture me in the same way that an old game like Vanilla WoW did. And to be honest, I don't know if any game will ever do that again, but what I really want is I want a game that can move beyond what it was. It would have been a perfect perfect ending of Shadowlands would have been the jailer playing a fucking flashback of N'Zoth literally killing every single person in Azeroth, and the jailer actually being a good guy to try to fucking empower Azeroth to kill N'Zoth. That would have been fucking badass. And you have a time skip of 30 years, you move forward, and everything else is fucking reset. That's what should have happened. Like, really, like, it would have been 1,000 times better than the bullshit that we got. I think anything would have been 1,000 times better. And the fact is that they need to reinvent the game. And I don't think reinventing is re-releasing. Season of Mastery, to me, showed that a lot of the Blizzard developers are too afraid to do anything that's big. They're too afraid to really take big chances with Classic WoW, with the re-release of Classic WoW. I think they should make all of the changes. Change everything. Change all of the stuff that you can, and figure out, like, what really is it that people enjoy, and try to make a new good game. Try to make it transformative. Stop trying to recreate and re-release the same experience again. So ultimately, J. Allen Brack was right. No, it's not that simple. A lot of players do want Classic WoW. They should have made Classic WoW. It's a great idea, but Classic WoW is not the end-all and be-all. It's like whenever they brought out the new Dark Souls, it was the old Dark Souls, right? Dark Souls 1 Remastered. A lot of people like that because it's a new game, but it's the old game. It's not the same thing. So yeah, you're ready for WoW 2. Yeah, I'm ready for WoW 2. I hope that that's what we get soon, man. More than anything. And because OSRS would have died if they didn't add on to it. I think so too. Disney live action remakes, the best parts in those movies were the new things. We don't want what we've already experienced in the shiny package. We want new. Yeah, I remember I watched the Aladdin Disney remake. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't amazing or anything like that, but it was okay. And I don't know if you guys saw any more of those other ones, but yeah, it's about it. What about Warcraft 4 with microtransactions? I would love if they ended WoW and they said, listen, we're going to make Warcraft 4, and after that, we're going to make WoW 2. You know, that would be fucking tremendous. I would be so happy, but, you know, the odds are that's probably not going to ever happen. And Warcraft Immortal. Yeah, there you fucking go. One of the juries for Johnny Depp just spoke out on about Amber Heard on ABC News. I might watch that today. I don't really know. I've got a lot of other stuff to talk about, so I don't really know if I'll have time for it. But anyway, the point that I'm saying here is that these fresh start realms and everything, I think the people that are looking for something like this are looking... Kevin Jordan, one of the original designers of Classic WoW, Vanilla WoW, an absolute fucking genius, said fresh is a mirage. The closer you get to it, the more that you realize it's not really there. There you go. If he said it, he's the guy that made the game. He made the game. I think he's right. Yeah, that guy, like, yeah, when did he say that? About 2 years ago. Yeah, about 2 years ago. That's definitely true. Yeah, absolutely. And but he played a lot of Classic WoW. Yeah, exactly. I know that, but that doesn't mean that, like, playing a lot of a game doesn't necessarily mean that you think that fresh is a good idea. It's more nuanced than that. Talk to bringing Kevin Jordan on again. I think could be cool, man. It's gonna be a high school me all again. WoW fans gonna be trying to get a membership to play this again. Sure. And I hope that the people with the fresh start realms in WoW Classic enjoy it. I really hope that they do. I probably won't be playing it, but you know, it'll be okay, and I think that's okay. What was Nostalrius and why did so many people want to play it? Well, it's because there was no other version of the game available, right? I think that's what the biggest difference is.